First and foremost, you guys, my name is Vic Strisius, and we're going to be hanging out here. I have got nothing to sell you tonight. I can if you want me to. But hey, I wanted to hang out, you know, and share some ideas with you, some strategies. And I think today what I wanted to kick this off, we're going to be doing these every week. Every Monday there's going to be a new topic. You know, if you're in the 4%, it'd be a place for you to be on Monday night. If you're not in the 4%, this is going to be a place for you to be on Monday night. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a marketer, you might want to check this out every Monday night. This channel, because we're going to be talking about ideas. And I said, you know, earlier today I did a little update to our group, and I said, hey guys, if the content is going to come from me, I want to make sure that it's worth at least 7 figures. Okay, so you know, if you're a marketer of any kind, or you know, promoting or selling anything online, I think it'll be really, really good stuff that you might pick up here tonight, as well as every Monday night. Okay, from 4%. Okay, so why are we doing this? Well, the reason we're doing this is because we wanted to put out good stuff in the marketplace. You know, stuff that's not theory, that's not what we think is out there or what we think is going to work. Stuff that we're actually doing. So the information you guys are about to get here will be the most relevant, the freshest information that's out there that works for us, right? I don't know if it's going to work for you. Check it out. Fish for ideas, but you know, if it can work for you, awesome. Send us your testimonial, you know, and let's expand the vision forward. Okay. Hey, if you guys over there in Florida, hopefully you guys are safe. I know it's been crazy out there, and so okay, Diana, what's up? Now that I'm working again, I can get click things. Okay, Gary Roberts, good to see you, bro. Good to see a lot of you guys are familiar faces here. Okay, great. So yeah, those guys who are down south in Florida areas, crazy things you're going through. Stay safe. You know, the cool thing about what we do here is internet marketers. If you really build it right, you can be anywhere. Like if you got something happening to your house in Florida, you can take off, go north. You know, take your business with you. Take your computer with you, take your business with you, and never have to depend on your location, which is awesome, right? How many of you guys are location independent from your location? That's kind of cool. You know, not cool that a lot of these, you know, things happen in the world, but kind of cool to be able to pick up and just go anywhere and still be able to run your business. I was preparing lunch when I was literally on a plane. You know, I was preparing for a lunch that we're currently doing. Literally was on a plane. That's kind of cool, you know, and you can do that when you understand some, you know, some principles and some things, ingredients. So what I want to do is this. Look, I want to share with you, can you see my screen, by the way? You should be able to see my screen, yeah? Invisible power in marketing, okay? We're gonna do the ghetto style today, everybody. If you're taking notes, I am location independent, Deborah says, awesome. Ultimately, we all want to be location independent, right? So this is what I want to talk about tonight, okay? How many of you guys are, how many of you here would like to discuss this topic? Yeah, invisible power in marketing. If you're a marketer, you might want to take this stuff pretty seriously, because this stuff can really, like, how would you call it? There's going to be 7 things I'm going to walk you through. Like, I like to put things in the simplest form possible, right? So if you're baking a cake, there's some ingredients, right? My wife is she bakes cakes, right? And she does all these kitchen stuff, really, really amazing things. So certain key ingredients, when you put it together, you mix it in a certain way, you know, in the proper proportions, in the right amounts, that kind of stuff. You put it in the oven for X amount of time, comes out every single time, right? Beautiful, yummy, tasty, all that good stuff. When it comes to marketing, I'm going to share with you right now 7 key ingredients. How would you call it, to where you can literally have your own, you can create your own independence, you can create your own future, you can create whatever it is that you want to create for yourself and your family, by doing certain things in a certain way, in the strategic order that I'm going to present them to you. For me, it worked every single time. Okay, I think I'm going to call this like this. Look at this, right? Let me know if you like this. I think seven key ingredients for, I'm just gonna say 7 key ingredients for ultimate power. Okay, if you want an entrepreneur, man, you want to have power, right? If I'm an entrepreneur, I want to have power. I want to have power in what? In my outcome, right? All right. So if you're a powerful in your outcome, if you can predict, if you can create, if you can engineer your outcome in what you're doing, I think that's like ultimate, because you can literally create your economy. It doesn't matter who is a president, what the economy is doing, what the nature is doing, any of that stuff, right? And especially us, man, we have a really cool ability to create things if we do things in the right way. Okay, so here we are. Guys, I'm going to be ghetto on you here. Okay, I'm just going to list them out right here, and we're going to dive straight into them, and hopefully you pick up some cool stuff here tonight. Okay, feel free to share this if you can. Look, the reason I'm going to do this, okay, is I'm going to be straight up with you. Look, if you get value from it, spread the message about the 4%. Spread the message about what we're doing, and hopefully, you can run with us in the projects that we're doing. Great. If not, no big deal, right? This is completely, up to you. Like, what do you want to do? Hopefully we'll provide tremendous value for you, and if you like it, it would be awesome if you could help us spread the word about the 4%, about what we're doing. If you would like to become a member of the 4%, there's always a button. There's always going to be a button. It's not going anywhere. It's right below the video. Feel free to join us if you want to, whenever you want to, at any time. Feel free. Okay. But this is what we're going to talk about. Okay, this stuff will help you regardless. Okay, now look, step number one. Okay, it will be your product, or service. I'm going to mention it a little bit. Okay, and what I want to talk about here, okay, is we're going to get into the details on this one. Okay, lay it on us, Pete. Pete Ketchup, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Always. All right, so your product. Thing number one is everything. Obviously, you can't make a dime without having a good product or service. Okay, so that's important. And I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to say what to look for. This is what I'm just making note for myself here. Industries on the uprise. Okay. All right, that's step number one. All right, step number two, or ingredient number two. And in my book, they kind of go hand in hand. They're kind of like, one cannot exist without another. Now, some of them will be, maybe optional, or maybe you can tag onto them, or tag them on a little bit later as well. But I think if you have these in proper proportions, in the proper order, man, you can be powerful. Check it out. Number two, okay, is your certainty philosophy. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this at all, because I don't want this to be about personal development, about your belief system, all that stuff, which is really, really important. Okay, but I do want to talk more about about some things that come here. Okay, a little bit later after this, which is introduce a different angle. Okay. A different or new angle. Okay, ingredient number 5 will be, we're going to launch a movement. And I'm going to explain to you how you can apply this to any product you want, literally any product you want. Understand your funnel. Okay, number 6. Let's see what we're going to do for number 6. I'm literally creating this, like just talking to you here on as we're brainstorming this together. All right, once you understand your funnel, okay, you got to understand key milestones and early identifiers of success. Okay. Number 7 is create or introduce a whole new world beyond the product. Boom. Okay. You guys, my friends, my fellow entrepreneurs, whoever is listening to this video, okay, if you do this stuff right here, okay, this right here, I can basically end the webinar right now. I can end this thing right now, and I can say, you know what, let's just all go home, think about this for the next week, and that blueprint alone will help you get exponentially better results. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig into these. Okay, let's dig into these individually. okay? And of course, if you guys are taking notes, feel free to take notes. These are the 7 key ingredients that will give you the ultimate power. Boom, right there. You can be promoting just about any product, just about any product. I don't want to say that this is just, this is going to apply to anything like, I don't know, like plastic forks or something, you know what I mean, or like light bulbs. But if you have a product that's of a transformational value, some sort of an improvement product or service, right, you can pretty much lay these or put these ingredients, and if you do them like number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 in this order as I laid it out to you, this worked really, really well for me, and I think it will work for you. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the process of this stuff. Early in this, in this live here, I said that I want to talk to you about stuff that we're actually doing, not like philosophical or like regurgitated information that I've heard from somebody else or read a book on it. I'm actually doing it right now. We're actually in a process. I've done it, I've done it with at least 4 other products that I've promoted in the past over the last 13 years, actually 12 years. And it worked every single time. And these are the exact 7 steps I followed. Now, this is invisible stuff because most marketers, most marketers, they don't understand it. Most people, they would only focus, or maybe they can see parts of it, so like creating a lunch movement or lunch in a movement, they can see the funnel, or maybe they can see the funnel of somebody promoting, or maybe they can be a part of a funnel promotion, and they don't really get the full picture. They don't really understand the entire concept, why, the why behind each one of these, and so these guys are usually going to be, they're not going to have the success that they could have if they understood all this stuff. Okay, so let me walk you through the process, okay? Your product or service is really important. And again, if you're in the 4%, you guys are watching this. My goodness, if you're in the 4%, you better be paying attention to what we're doing with the current launch that we're taking, because I'm going to walk you through right now. Some of you guys would be like, oh, wow, really? That's what he is doing. That's what he's doing. I'll tell you, you'll see it, but really trying to understand the reason as I explain it to you, and then understand how can you take these concepts and apply it to whatever it is that you're doing. You don't have to have a product of your own. You can have somebody else's product. And I think you can have phenomenal success with this thing. So if you're in the 4%, you guys are watching us do it, and now I'm going to explain it to you. I told you to show up on the webinar here tonight and learn this kind of stuff, because this is the kind of training that if we package it up, we could be selling it as a premium level a product, or stuff like this is usually gets discussed at like a high-end masterminds on a yacht or something like that. You know what I mean? So look at this, okay? Your product or service is important. Now, what I'm looking for is whether I'm an affiliate or I'm creating my own product, okay, applies for both of these. What's really important here, okay, what I really need to understand is the industries on the uprise. So guys, look, here's what I've done, okay? Here's what you can do. Make Google your friend, okay? Google, I'm pumped, Terry's saying. Terry, I'm pumped that you're pumped, man. Okay, make Google your friend. Let me show you this, okay? If you go to Google and you Google like uprising trends or uprising industries or what's going on in the world, or if you just pay attention to what's going on in the world, see, what I want to do is I want to position myself. Ultimately for me, if I want to have maximum success, if I want to have the maximum, return on my efforts. By the way, the work I'm doing now, and I learned it the hard way. Okay, take it from me. I learned it the hard way because I was spinning my wheels a lot in my early days. But now I'm being a little bit smarter, because right now I want to do the work that I would need to do anyways, and that's what we teach inside the 4% for my people as well. And I said, look, whatever the work we're going to do anyways, regardless, right, to generate the income that we want to generate or make that promotion, think of systems and strategies, think of leverage and automation along the way, so that the work you're doing now that you would do anyways, why not make it or do it in a way that you could potentially leverage for future and automate the whole process, so you create yourself these little machines that will run and operate by themselves, right? Like your employees, and it's just there, right? So that's the kind of the thinking. So when I'm looking for the product, I'm like, okay, I'm looking for the industries that are on the uprise, okay? And there are several. So what I did, what I did is I went went to Google, okay? See this right here? And I found this site. Okay, it's one of the sites here. And let me go ahead and zoom this in a little bit. Okay, it's daily new or business daily or new business. Let me see if I can get it right. Okay, business news daily. Okay, business news daily. According to pretty. I mean, you gotta like take this stuff a little bit somewhat seriously, right? Because it's got business word in it, man. Business news daily, according to them, right? They say, hey, want to launch a startup, 10 fast growing industries to consider. Okay, so they got a little intro here, blah blah blah. Okay, and as I'm doing my research, I see, you know what, number 10 right here, they say, you know what, wearable technology. That's why companies like Apple, if you think of them, right? Like, what are they doing? They're into this kind of stuff, right? With the Apple Watch. And so this is a booming industry, right? Wearable technology, $34.61 billion by 2020. Okay, that's great. Now, what are my options here in this industry? Well, I mean, I think, can I step into this industry and introduce or do any of these other things in the formula? Okay, so this is my step number one. Is I'm looking for the industry and the uprise. Okay, trends, because this is where fitness is another one. Okay, for some of you guys, this would be a great idea. Okay, so check it out. Fitness is number 9 here according to Business News Daily, right? And they say fitness industry is one of the latest trends. Okay, new gyms are opening up everywhere. So companies like, for example, Beachbody, right, or Beachbody on Demand, and all these apps are coming out with teaching people how to exercise, and people, subscribe to these things. So this is a booming business, okay? Again, right, one of the fastest growing. Artificial intelligence, right, with what Facebook is doing. So a lot of these things, a lot of this stuff is gonna start with step number 1 is me identifying where is my opportunity there, okay? If I'm an affiliate, if you're considering to promote whatever it is that you wanna promote, right? Where is the opportunity? Where is the, like Gretzky was saying, where is the puck going, man? Like, we're in 17 right now. By 2020, 2021, where is this thing going to be? Okay, look at the futures here. Okay, artificial intelligence, definitely Facebook is playing this game, right? With the AR, VR and all that stuff. All right, virtual reality, there you go. Okay, the popularity, VR. Okay, is there an opportunity for me? I don't know, man, unless you can do something with it, great. But this is where you could win tremendously big, right? Like, another one is drones. Okay, my boys, my boys came to me the other day, like, Papa, we want to get those drones that fly, and we want to do, like, I'm like, oh, drones. I mean, we started hearing about drones not that long ago. Right now, I mean, this thing is gaining momentum, speed like crazy, right? Could there be an opportunity for me in drones? Now, when you look at this kind of stuff, right? Some of you guys, if you're like, I know from the 4%, we've been talking about this e-commerce space, right? E-commerce space. Now, think about the possibilities that it could open up for you as an e-commerce retailer, perhaps, right? Could there be possibilities? Could there be, like, okay, latest trends, where this is going, what are people talking about? What's the buzz? What's the buzz? Is about that kind of stuff, right? So that's something to consider. 3D printing. Okay, I'm telling you, I don't know much about 3D printing, but I've been hearing a lot about 3D printing lately. Okay, fraud detection. All right, fraud detection is another one. Okay, and the reason that fraud detection is one of the fastest growing industries is because, obviously with cybersecurity attacks and things like that, but also that has to do with another industry that's right behind it, which is, look, okay, e-commerce. Okay, e-commerce. So e-commerce is one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. Okay, projected to like quadruple, triple over the next several years. And with e-commerce, there comes what? Everybody swiping credit cards or typing credit cards online. So when e-commerce is going up, fraud detection simultaneously will increase as well. You see what I'm saying? So these are strategically, if you are considering this kind of stuff, right? So could you potentially, right, where is the opportunity? Okay, thing number 1, everything starts with opportunity, strategic positioning for growth, strategic positioning for winning, strategic positioning for domination. You see what I'm saying? Unlike, like, okay, I just want to promote this product, I don't know, man, this pen, or I want to promote a product that talks about whatever, like in a tiny niche. Okay, look for like big things. Look for big ponds. Look for big, huge, giant ocean. If you're gonna be fishing anyways, okay, you might as well go to an ocean instead of going to like a little, backyard pond or something. Try to catch. You see what I'm saying? So this is kind of like what's happening here. So when I look at e-commerce, okay, look, e-commerce, okay, is one of them. Okay, healthcare. Look at this, healthcare. Okay, just somebody. A lot of you guys know my dad was my dad was sick, and he passed away, here recently, about 2 months ago. And somebody introduced me. They're like, "Hey, do you know you can actually check like blood, like heart rate and like blood pressure from an app?" I'm like, "Dude, are you kidding me, man? What's that app? iHealth or something like that?" I got it somewhere here on my phone. I downloaded the thing, right? And it's phenomenal, man. So somebody like in the apps business or like creating that kind of stuff. Again, healthcare is one of the fastest growing right now. Okay, it replaces. So instead of doing the old-fashioned blood checking and stuff like that, somebody come up with an app, and so that can be a huge business in and of itself, right? So these are the things that are identifiers, right? What's hot? Look, education technology is another one. In fact, education technology is number one right now. Education technology, called EdTech for short, is also booming, right? Innovators are working to make education affordable and available to everyone through videos, feedback, platform for educators, online courses. So think about it like this. All of you, how many of you guys here are online entrepreneurs or infopreneurs or would like to become an infopreneur, right? Look, who was that? Napoleon Hill, I think he said, or one of those smart guys, right? He said, specialized knowledge is where it's at. General education is okay, but it's going to get you a job. Look, specialized knowledge is where it's at, and this is where the industry is going. This is why you see like sites like Lynda, right? Lynda.com with over 10 million users, Udemy.com, millions and millions and millions, like people going for specialized knowledge, for specialized education. Okay, for those of you guys who are in the 4%, we've been talking about this specialized knowledge or specialized education for quite ever since the beginning, right? Why? Because if we can deliver, if we can play, if we can channel our efforts into positioning ourselves into one or hopefully multiple of these booming industries in the world right now. You see what I'm saying here? You guys get me? Okay. If you want to position yourself properly and strategically, you can win beyond your wildest dreams. Okay. So how can you play? How can you step into that industry? How can you contribute something, or how can you create something, or how can you leverage what's out there anyways already, right? And build yourself a huge empire, even if you may not own the product. You guys getting this? Online entrepreneur publishing my core service. Okay, awesome. Napoleon Hill said that. Rick Front, thank you, man. Education will get you a job. Specialized knowledge will get you rich. Dana, that's right. That's what he said, right? He said, look, if you're going to acquire, if you're going to go to school, go for specialized knowledge. And so specialized knowledge, that's exactly what you guys, the 4%, that's exactly why we're doing the 4%. Because we wanted to bring to people, to entrepreneurs right now, that's who we're serving right now, the most potent information that's out there that will help them get their business to the next level, right? Now, so this is step number one, okay? Just like do your research and identify, let's see, where's my thingy here, okay? Identify, if you want to identify a product or service or whatever it is that you're doing in the industries that are on the uprise, okay? This will position you, this is positioning, okay? A lot of people are struggling because they're positioned for the wrong thing, So positioning is really, really important, and this is like being on a cutting edge of things, where the industry is going, what's going on in the world with what's happening. Number one thing, okay. Number two, okay. So what I want to do here is I want to identify a product or service. I'm going to walk you through what we're doing here. Now, your certainty and philosophy, okay. So if I'm going to step into the industry, okay, and I'm going to do all these other things here, introduce a different or new angle, I'm going to launch a movement in that industry, okay, create a funnel and get to the nitty gritty. I want to make sure that I'm the person who is stepping into that industry, into this area, okay. I want to make sure that I am the one who's going to come in and not be just like anybody else. Okay, there's plenty of people out there. You take a look at e-commerce, for example. Take a look at e-commerce. Take a look at any of those, big booming like educational space. Why is there a need for 4%? Why is there a need for, another training that you're going to be launching out in one of those industries? What's the need? Are you going to be just like another company? If you cannot answer what's the difference about you stepping in and playing that game, why are you even getting on the court? You know what I mean? If you cannot answer that question, then you're going to be crushed by competition. You will not be, hey Vic, Rick here, hello everyone. Hey, Rick Spoon, what's up, man? Good to see you. Okay. All right. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have my philosophy. I want to come in to that industry with a product, or identify a product, or create a product right? And I want to come in with a certainty and specific reason. What's my philosophy that will you know, lend me a space in that particular field. You know what I mean? Like I wanna earn my space in that industry. Okay, I'll give you an example. Like some people are asking about 4%. Like what's the 4%? Why are you guys? Look, our philosophy is simple. We look at this educational world. There is a lot of confusion. There is a lot of theory going on. Everybody's regurgitating information. Okay, everybody's like buying product, and it's just like similar things, right? Well, what we wanted to do is we wanted to focus on results and simplicity, okay? Focusing on getting people the results that they want and keep it simple, but at the same time, our educational piece, we want it to be the most potent, the most, like, you don't need 96% of the stuff that's out there. You really don't. You need to just understand just a handful, 3 or 4 things, and get really, really good at it, okay? And you can crush anything, promoting anything. And so that's our, you know, that's the reason. You know, it's a year ago or 18 months ago when we were launching out 4%. You know, I said, what's the need for another company that's out there, right? So have a philosophy. Now, another thing is our philosophy is we don't want to. Give you an example, okay, you guys. I'm going to walk you through what we're doing now. Okay, filter it through what you want to do yourself. Okay, if you're a publisher, if you want to be a publisher someday, right? Or if you want to do something huge in the world, in one of those industries, or maybe something else comes up later, filter this. Okay, how could you apply this to yourself? Because I'm telling you, this is going to be power. Most of your competition that's out there, they won't understand this. They don't see it. It's invisible stuff, but you got to understand it. It's called awareness. Okay, Bob Proctor talks about awareness a lot. You see what I'm saying? So my philosophy is this: we want to build an entrepreneur. We don't want to build you know, an affiliate. There is no future in there, right? So we talked about it from day one. We wanted to build an entrepreneur. We wanted to build independent entrepreneurs who would be able to stand on their own 2 feet and create their own economy, create their own future, right? Write their own paycheck, being independent from the product or service or anything else. You know, we shot this product launch that we're currently right now. It's currently in the pre-launch mode right now. And Shubham Singh, you know, he said something profound. He said something that you know I didn't really pay that much attention to. But he said, you know, you go to Shark Tank, and Mark Cuban, right, one of the sharks on Shark Tank, he says a lot of times he would say to people, "Sorry, I don't invest in products, right? I invest in brands." So in other words, if you're doing something anyways, our philosophy is not to teach you how to become a better affiliate to where you have no future. Our philosophy is to help you become a real entrepreneur, that you have a future and you can build yourself something that's solid, something that can be with you. You see what I'm saying? So that to me is important. So whatever it is that you're doing, okay, what is your philosophy for doing it? Okay, what is your philosophy for doing it? And that would spill over into into component number 3 over here. I'll give you another angle. Okay, I don't want to promote 4% here because it doesn't, like, it's just one example. I'll give you another example. Okay, industry. Okay, we take one of the industries here, and this is actually what we're doing right now. I'm going to walk you guys through this. I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to walk you through the funnel breakdown. I'm going to walk you through some interesting stuff that I think will really, really help you. Okay, I want to build the best and honest friends is my philosophy. Okay, awesome. Well, look, whatever your philosophy is, you know, it's got to be big enough for these people to be able to resonate with it, right? So like education technology, this is like 4%. Okay, this is perfect. We're playing in this game. But let's say e-commerce. Okay, we decided to do a launch. Okay, in this industry. Okay, that's booming right now. And this is, I think this is the perfect example because this is the freshest information you will ever find, because this is literally like right now in the making right now. Okay, so industry is e-commerce. Okay, philosophy, same philosophy as 4%. We said, you know what, we want to help people become independent entrepreneurs. Okay, and so what we're doing, okay, is we're going to step number 3 here. We're going to say, you know what, we're going to introduce a different or new angle. Okay, so you know we're currently in a process of, you know, pre-launch of a product called Ecom Entrepreneur. Okay, and there is a free video series that you know, that a lot of you guys have already watched, right? The response is tremendous. So basically, like, look, I'm not necessarily an e-commerce expert, and the e-commerce is growing and booming like crazy. Okay, a lot of with that growth, obviously there's a lot of teachers coming up, and everybody wants to teach e-commerce. There was a couple companies that kind of pioneered the concept, and everybody's regurgitating information, propagating the message of buy cheaper and resell for a little bit of a profit, and do that, and just drop ship and don't own the product. That's just good. I mean, people can make money, nothing wrong with that. When I was first introduced to that philosophy, to that concept, I'm like, that's great, man. I mean, I didn't know any better, right? That's great. The philosophy of the 4% though is like, okay, we want to teach people how to become independent entrepreneur in digital world. Now, if we step into the e-commerce, for example, right? The e-commerce industry, again, one of the top 10 growing in the world right now. So again, that translates to our philosophy as well, which is, hey, become independent. Okay, don't necessarily depend on a product, build a brand. And so fortunately or luckily or however you want to call it, right, I get introduced to this guy who is a young guy, but right now built brands from scratch that compete with Gucci and Louis Vuitton and Hugo Boss and things like that. And he doesn't do dropship, and he's doing it in a way that he builds a future with it, and in a way that just it gives him control over everything from packaging to customer, how customer gets the product and the overall customer experience, and controlling the entire process. And doing it in a way that really anybody can do. That's a completely different angle. Okay, completely different angle, perfectly. Now this right here may not always, this may not always go hand in hand, you guys, I'm telling you. This may or may not always be there where you can introduce a new angle, but you can still engineer it by focusing on thing number 4, component number 4, or ingredient number 4 here, okay? You with me? So I'm gonna explain it to you, okay? So basically what we did, okay, is we took a product in the e-commerce space. Right now, I'm going to show you I'm going to walk you through some stats, you guys. It's mind-blowing stuff. And that filters through our philosophy lens, goes perfectly hand in hand. Become independent, build your future, build a brand. You can create yourself an e-commerce business that can be, that can have the future, that you can have a lot of fun building it, okay? You might hear some sirens down there. Those guys are busy, and we were fortunate enough to be able to now coming into the place in the marketplace just in time to introduce a totally new angle, a totally different paradigm, and it's going absolutely insane. Let me see if I can actually pull up some of this, some of these things here. Hold on one sec, because I want to show you guys some pages. I want to show you some things that will help you connect the dots a little bit, okay? Okay, so check this out. Here is an example. I don't know how many of you guys have seen this or not, okay? How many of you guys have seen this? This is called E-Com Entrepreneur Pre-Launch Series, okay? And we opened it up. Okay, we opened it up just about, I don't know, probably, when did we open it up? I think it was Tuesday. I think about less than a week ago, maybe 6 days. Okay, and so these are free training videos talking about this. Okay, which spills over into, launching a movement. Okay, every single one of these things. Okay, if you read between the lines here, you will see how everything kind of connects. Okay, and you'll be able to also think, how can you apply these ideas? I'm not like, specifics is not the most important thing here. The most important thing that you can pick up from what I'm telling you right now is ideas and strategies that are unspoken. Okay, because this is the kind of stuff, when you read between the lines, you can apply in whatever it is that you're promoting. Okay, whatever it is that you're doing, and you can engineer a lot of these things for yourself. Okay, so for us, okay, I already walked you through the 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're introducing a different angle through launching a movement altogether, because we said, you know what, these video series right here, when we launched it out, okay, they're talking about how to build a successful e-commerce business that has a future. Okay, that has a future. That will, it's not drop shipping, it's totally different angle, completely different angle as a matter of fact, and nobody's talking about it. okay? And so these videos, they're pretty short, you know, the 30-minute, 30, 40-minute videos here. And we made them entertaining. We made them very, very educational. Okay, this training alone is, you know, is really, really good. We can talk about creating videos and actually creating your message, you know, maybe in a different segment. But it resonates with people, right? So it creates, okay? Somebody says, they usually end up as scams. Okay, David. But you see what I'm saying here, okay? So if you look at some of these comments, okay, it's crazy, okay? I think I've only seen maybe, okay, usually when stuff like this, you know, when you launch out a thing like that, usually there is a lot of people coming in, and a lot of those people are just kind of maybe competitors and things like that. And they'll just like spam the heck out of the comments, just being negative and just like being cynical and that kind of stuff. I can probably count on one hand the number of like negative comments that we got from it. Okay, because this strikes people straight, and they know it. So we're introducing basically, okay, we're introducing a totally different angle to e-commerce, and in so doing, okay, we're doing it through you know, launching a movement, and I want to talk a little bit about that, which is going to ingredient number 4 will be in direct connection with number 7. Okay, I'm going to address it. So if you're paying attention, you will have a big, you know, probably going to have a big aha moment there. Okay, understand your funnel. So the funnel can be, okay, the funnel can be a pre-launch to launch, or I'll tell you the two best funnels right now, you guys, that you can introduce your concept to, or introduce your system to, is going to be a pre-launch to launch, or auto webinar. Okay, those are probably going to be the best two funnels. Again, I'm telling you from my experience right now. Okay, these would be probably the two funnels I would only focus on. Either this style, what I just shared with you. Okay, where is that at? Hold on a sec here. Okay, where is that other one at? Anyway, okay, this one right here, this is a pre-launch to launch. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through some of the behind the scenes stuff here. Okay, where you educate your people, your crowd. And again, this is, I can't take the credit for it. Jeff Walker is the product launch formula. He kind of pioneered this. Strategy for this though is everything. Okay, and if you guys want, we can maybe talk about strategy in another session or something like that. Like, how do you actually position this? Okay, but right now, these 7 steps. Okay, this is the funnel that we chose for this one. A little bit later on, we're going to be launching out something different as well, and we're going to use this auto webinar funnel. Okay, so you hear a lot about auto webinars, so this is something that I would definitely pay attention to. Why is that important? Okay, well, you take a look at what's going on in your industry. So in our industry, when I want to introduce something to our industry, the reason I chose this particular path as opposed to like a single video presentation is because that's what everybody else is doing out there. Okay, everybody else is doing what's called blind sales videos. Okay, have you guys seen those? Blind sales videos. This is basically a video presentation. You have no idea what they're talking about. You have no idea how the money is being made. And all it is just emotion, and they're just writing on the emotion. Okay, how beautiful, I'm traveling, I'm with a family traveling over here, and you can too by buying this, by clicking the button below and buying. You have no idea what you're buying. You got no idea how you're going to make the money. You have no idea where the money is coming from. It's called a blind sales letter. Okay, it's called a blind video sales letter. See what I'm saying? Okay. All right, if you have questions, I can probably hang out and do some questions and answers for you. So the reason I wanted to introduce these products and capitalize and do these launches through the traditional pre-launch to launch model for this one is so that we can educate people and we can deliver great, massive value. Take a look at this. I'm going to share with you this stuff right here. Okay, let's see. This right here, okay, can you see it here? Yeah, you can, right? So this right here, if you're in a 4%, obviously you have seen this drawing, probably several times. But this is our funnel, okay? We got people opting in here, okay, for a message, learn how to build a solid or successful e-commerce business. They come in to the landing page, right? Our partners are building their lists, which is different topic, different conversation. That's not important. But then we have the video 1, video 2, video 3. This right here, okay? This right here is called a value building process. Value building process, and this is where where we shift. Somebody was thinking about doing e-commerce traditionally, like what everybody else is teaching them, right? We're introducing a totally different or new angle. This right here, this step number 3 or component number 3 is being tackled in this process right here. Can you guys see my cursor? This video 1, video 2, video 3, you can change, you can literally introduce your different, you can create, if you do it right, dude, it's unbelievable, because what you can do is you can launch an entire movement if you do this process right. You know what I mean? How many of you guys here have watched the videos? Okay. And then we introduce them to the actual sales, of the product for those people that want to get it. Now, here's the thing, though. Okay, I want people, these guys that are going through this funnel here. Okay, I want them to be able to go through this free content, these free training videos. Okay, and feel like they've got $1 million worth of ideas just by watching it free. Okay. Even if they don't purchase anything. You see, you cannot do this kind of stuff. You cannot do this kind of stuff in a blind sales letter. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. I want to see how many of you guys have watched it and what you think about him, huh? Watched all 4? Love the videos. Yep. Let me hear you if you have watched the videos. Yeah, I want to see how many of you guys have actually watched those videos, because I'm going to take you through behind the numbers here. Okay, I saw 3 of them. Okay, awesome. Okay, so look, I'm going to take you through the behind the curtain and show you some really interesting things that, again, most marketers don't really understand. Okay, hold on a sec here. Okay, all right. Now, here's something I want everybody to start thinking about. Okay, so check this out. This is number 5 here. Okay, I'm going to come back to number 4 when I talk about launching a movement, because launching a movement will go hand in hand with number 7 here. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. If you can combine, look, perfect ideal case scenario. I'm not gonna tell you that you can have all of these right every single time, in this order, and you can hit every one of these points here or have every one of these ingredients every single time with every single promotion. But I am telling you, man, ladies, I'm telling you, if you can have as many of these as possible in your promotions, okay, you can make it big. Like, doesn't matter what you're promoting. When I was, when I came into this industry, I wanted to blend in as an affiliate. I wanted to promote a product that everybody was promoting anyways, and I was doing what everybody else was doing, and guess what? I was getting the results everybody else was getting. Nothing, okay, nothing, until I started to, I learned from somebody who said, you know what, you gotta stand out. And here's what I've learned: amateurs promote and blend in, and professionals launch. And you don't have to launch like your own thing. You can launch by following these things right here, okay? With an already existing product. I've done it with a product previously known as the director of e-zines. Okay, I had probably at least 5 of these components there. I've launched a product, a sales system or promotional system for a network marketing company, following most of these. Probably 6, if not 7 of them were integrated there. I've launched another product for that company a little bit later on. I've incorporated 6 of the 7. Okay, we launched out the 4%. Okay, and I think we have all 7 of them here. And then right now we're launching a product called Ecom Entrepreneur, which is just a standalone product. It doesn't, like, there is no business opportunity. You don't join the product to be able to promote the product, to be able to promote to get people to join the thing. It is a product that teaches people how to win and create successful e-commerce business. You know what I mean? How to create your own brand, how to put your own logo on it, how to get your stuff selling, online with your tag. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, how to create something that's solid, that can have a future that you look forward to building. You can pass on to your generations. You can pass on to your kids and grandkids. Something that can pay you great money, and you have a lot of fun building it because it's your thing, right? How awesome is it? And so We'll come back to that. But these are the things that really, really important for you to really think through and understand. It could be your product or somebody else's product, doesn't matter, okay? Strategies and ideas is what's important here, okay? Now, I want to walk you through this right here, okay? Understanding key milestones and early identifiers of success. So look, what we did is we took this product, right? We said, okay, e-com entrepreneur, we're going to launch out these videos here, okay? We're going to, let's see if I can, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to give you, I don't want to give you guys the URL necessarily. Maybe, anyway, so I'm just going to walk you through this, okay? Here's what I'm looking for, okay? When I have a funnel, okay, for a product that I wanted to do, that I want to build into something big, okay? This particular funnel right here, this is what I sketched out literally on a plane. I'm like, okay, here's how we're going to do it, and this is what we're going to do, you know, and I was flying over, you know, and just sitting and just brainstorming ideas. Okay, got my yellow pad with me, great, right? So there are several key identifiers, okay, in my let me bring this up here, in my funnel. Okay, so if this is my funnel here, let me put both of them here. So if this is my funnel, okay, I've got a landing page, I've got these videos, okay, and I want to be able to, as soon as I start running it with traffic, okay, let me map this out for you. There is several key identifiers that I'm looking for that I'll be able to tell if this is going to be a success or not, okay? So here is what I'm looking for. If this is my timeline, okay, oh man, that's almost perfect. Okay, if this is my timeline, okay, my opening timeline, this is my start, and this is my end, okay? So first, I have my landing page, okay? I got my landing page. This is where I'm building my list, okay? I want to start collecting my list, my leads, okay? I want to build a list for anything that I'm doing. Let's say this is a product that I'm promoting, okay? Okay? Maybe this is a product I'm going to be promoting. All right, so hold on a second. Make sure that, where are we at? Okay, good. Okay, sweet. You guys can see my screen. I just wanted to make sure that you can see my screen, okay? So check it out. My first key identifier, okay, if I start sending traffic here, okay, my first big milestone is going to be my landing page, okay? So I want to track a few things. Immediately when you launch something out, never ever launch out one landing page. You always want to have at least 3, okay? If you're in the 4%, I always talk about split testing, okay? You want to split test your ideas as you have traffic coming in, right? And this is what we teach. We said, look, you got to have some basic tools. Okay, if you're running it as independent promoter, okay, for you to build you got to focus on some key elements, which is build your list, have some basic tools like an autoresponder, like a you know, maybe a tracker or a rotator, which we recommend a tool that allows you to have the tracker and rotator all in the same domain or in the same service. And you can split test your landing pages, right? You can build your landing pages. Important. Now, as per this funnel, as you guys can see, okay, my next thing is, here's what I want to track. I want to track my opt-in, which of these landing pages will give me the highest conversion, okay? So thing number 1 here, okay, thing number 1, in understanding milestones, your first milestone, okay, is going to be your landing page conversion, okay? If you have a landing page that does not convert really well with good traffic, assuming this traffic right here, okay, like Dan Kennedy would say, it's a good, you know, you got message to market match, right? You got your message on a landing page, it matches the right kind of audiences here, okay? And there is a good match, right? You should have high conversion rates on your pages. If you have low conversion rates here, you want to make sure that you split test them right away, okay, and try to optimize them in real time, okay? Because this will be your first breaking point in your funnel. Next, for me, for this particular funnel, I'm looking at, okay, As I introduce people to this new concept, because all of these are interconnected, okay, you guys? I want to start launching a movement. I want to have all these things, not just for the sake of having them there, okay? Why do you want to have olive oil in your ingredient super food, dish or whatever, right? What's the need for it? If there is no need for it, it should not go there, right? So these 7 key ingredients here, there is a need for every single one of them because there is a specific reason. I tell this to our 4% members, and I'll say it to everybody. I say, look, every single move that you make as an entrepreneur, every single post, every single video you put out there, everything you do needs to have a specific reason for you to do that. Okay, if you're posting on Facebook and that has no reason for you posting that on Facebook, it should not go on Facebook. You know what I mean? If there is no reason for you to do something, or you're sending out that email, if there is no need for it that will move you forward, you should not be doing that. Okay? Don't just do it for the sake of doing it, because a lot of the stuff that I see people are doing, they don't need to do. Okay? On this list here, all of these ingredients are there for a specific reason. Okay? Because when I'm looking for my milestones here, as I introduce them to this funnel that I chose, which is pre-launch to launch model right here, my auto webinar would be a little bit different, but I'm talking about the context of what we're doing right now, okay? Understanding my key milestones, one of them is going to be, hey, whatever they're doing as they're progressing strategically, I want to start building my movement, okay? I want to start building a movement with what I'm doing, okay? Again, this is invisible stuff. Most people don't get it, most people don't see it, but at the end of the day, okay, the results will show. The results for affiliates, and if you guys are in the 4%, obviously running this funnel with us, if you're a pro level member of the 4%, you will see it, because this is going to, like affiliates, they'll be making up to $800 per sale and up to $798 to $2,000 selling this product in the marketplace that's super hungry. Okay, so I am looking at the key milestones. My first milestone, as I said, is the landing page conversion. Second one is engagement on the video and video responses, okay? So when I look at that, there is a reason why we want to have this kind of stuff happening here. See what I'm saying? There is a reason why we want to have the commenting system. Let me go back here to video 1, okay? Stop the video to playing. Okay, there is a reason, okay, why I want to take a look at what people are responding and what people are saying, okay? See what I'm saying? Because this is going to be my key milestone. This is going to be my identifier, an early predictor of how successful or not this funnel will be, or the idea that I'm introducing to the marketplace. Okay, you guys with me on this? Okay, and if you look at all those comments, man, this is a clear identifier for me that that particular milestone, okay, is doing good. Okay, so my next one is going to be my sequence or my message, okay, my pre-sales message, my value message, okay, because my value message leads to what? To my to me launching a movement, okay, later on, because I don't just want to sell a product, man. I don't want to sell a product, okay. Selling a product is really, really shallow. Okay, so who cares if I sell a product as an affiliate? Look, if I sell a product as an affiliate, for example, for this, if you're a 4% group member, okay, check this out, you guys, right? If you're a member of the 4% right now, if you're a pro level member, and obviously you guys are able to run with us, and a lot of you guys are running with us and promoting this, taking this to the marketplace. Hey, we can promote this to people who are outside of our industry, right? Absolutely. I mean, the ocean is so huge for this that it's ridiculous, right? So check it out. So what if you run this funnel and you make $800 or $2,000 per sale? Great, you make a ton of money, okay? Easy. All right, you build yourself a list just the way the system is set up. That's great. But that should be your starting point for something even greater. You see what I'm saying? Most affiliates think like really, really shallow. They think just because they can make a first sale, then that's it. That's where the funnel stops. This is just when the funnel begins, or should begin for you. Because what happens beyond that, okay, is really what's important. Because what I want to do is I want to launch out a movement. okay? I want to launch out a movement. Whether you are an affiliate, which I don't like that word a lot, because my vision is to really help people. You can start out as an affiliate, but at the same time, if you're in the 4%, you know how we do it. We launch out things like e-stage and things that we're going to be doing together and teaching you that will help you launch your own movement by capitalizing on the waves of momentum, for example, such as the launch. See what I'm saying? But your end vision should be, hey, how can I launch a movement? This is huge because the people that you're building, okay, the list that you're collecting here, guess what? That can set you up for an endless possibilities later on, okay? So my key identifier number 2, let's do this right here, okay? This is milestone number 1. This is milestone number 2, okay? I want to make sure that they all check, okay? My milestone number 3, I'll walk you through this and show you, okay, is this. When these people, where's my page here? Okay, so check this out, okay? When these people here are opting in, okay, and commenting, okay, great. I want to see the response, which is good. This is gonna be an identifier whether there's gonna be a movement or not. All right, great. Now, when people get introduced to video 3, let's say Insider Ecom Secrets. Now, some of you guys, some of you guys will see this a little bit early, and I'll just walk you through this. Okay, we allow people to get on what's called a waiting list. Okay, an early bird waiting list. Okay, and so I want to see how many of those people that get here, okay, they're getting the value. Where's my whiteboard? Come on. Okay, so this will be my milestone number 3. Okay, which is here. Okay, when they get to this point, okay, interest. Okay, you want to check how many people are resonating with your message enough to get in our example, in our case here, this is an early bird. Okay, an early bird list. And I want to show you guys, maybe I can show you, maybe not, we'll see. This is my key indicator number 3 that I'm looking for, which is when I'm looking for my milestones here, okay? And this is, you should have your stuff, whatever you're doing, you should have it mapped out, okay? Let me see if I can share some of these numbers with you guys. Mind-blowing stuff, I'm telling you. Hold on a sec, let me log in. Can you all see my screen? Is this making sense or not? Or you like, dude, this is like, I don't know, I don't understand it. Okay, if you are just like another affiliate, I'm telling you, if you're just like another affiliate, you're playing a game that leads you to a dead end. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so for example, I want to share with you as much of the information as possible, okay, without giving you the information that without violating the privacy of some people. So hold on, I'll tell you. So far, okay, this is what you should be looking for. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. So far we have, as of this moment, right? Ecom Entrepreneur free videos. Okay, 17,419. Okay, so check it out. We've got 17,000. I'm going to bring this up. Okay. Well, I'm just going to do it like this. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to show it to you. I'm actually not going to write this down. Okay. So we've got here, okay, we have 17,419. Okay, right now we've got 17,419 people that have entered the funnel. Now, here's what's going to happen. Okay, amateur entrepreneurs or amateur marketers, they'll get super stoked about this number. Dude, I've got 17,000 people in my list, man. You know what? Who cares? This is irrelevant. Okay? This is really, really irrelevant. A lot of people get excited about wrong numbers and wrong, indicators, you know what I mean? And then you set yourself up for disappointment. Let me tell you this. People that will be coming in on the front end, all you can do is you can introduce your vision, right? Hopefully, you got, your ingredient number one, which is, you picked an industry that's on the uprise, there's potential. Your product is solid, okay? Your philosophy is sound, right? You're building towards something, there is a reason for you to be there, there's a reason for you to play that game, right? And so you created a great concept, right? You can spread your net wide as possible, and allow people that want to in, just allow them in. You cannot be attached to the outcome, to this one here, okay? This first indicator, do not get attached to it, okay? Because here's the reality. A lot of people that will be coming in, they will not do anything. They will not engage. Heck, a lot of them will enter a wrong email address or a fake email address. You know what I mean? This is not the number you should get excited about, okay? Now, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking at the commenting system here, okay? Comments is important. And then I'm looking for, okay, how many of these people, okay, how many of these guys right here have gone, all right, and got to video number 3 over here? See what I'm saying? How many of these people got to video number 3? And out of these people, this is now becomes my more solid key identifier or milestone that I'm really paying attention to, okay? When these people eventually get to this 3rd video, okay, how many of them are getting on my early bird list right here, okay? So this is a really, really important thing. So let me pull this up for you here, and I'm going to share with you, and you will see a little bit of a different picture, okay? So check this out. Let's take a look at this here. Am I making sense to you guys? Tell me in the comments, please. Tell me if this is making sense to you. Okay, so let's take a look here. E-com entrepreneur. Number 3. Okay, so look. Come on, computer. I'm going to look at the stats, okay? As of this moment, okay? As of this moment, we have, let's see here, okay? We've got 1,793 unique video plays for the 3rd video in the funnel, okay? See this right here? So that means that somewhere between this number and this number, a lot of these people are somewhere in the process, okay? Now, what does this tell me? Now, I'm going to take a look at my open rates. I'm going to share with you some ideas there, okay? I'm going to take a look at my email open rates, because as soon as somebody opted in, what happens is they're getting, they're getting an email, right? So if I am a funnel creator, or if I'm somebody who's promoted, this is obviously, what I'm doing here, you guys, is this is for a product launch that I helped co-create, because Shubham, who's an expert on the field or on the topic, right? He's not a trainer. He's like, when I approached him, I'm like, dude, we got to bring your level of education, or your education to, to the world through the 4%. Let's launch out a product, a course, teach people how you do stuff. Dude, I want to learn how you do this kind of stuff, right? He's like, dude, I'm not a teacher. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull the information from you. I'm gonna be the student. I'm gonna be the newbie. I'm gonna be asking you questions. I'm gonna, like, if I can get it, I promise you, everybody can get it, right? Anyway, so he flew out here and he recorded it. So, but I'm creating this launch, not being a product creator, really. You know what I mean? So what you can do is you can apply what I'm telling you right now to anything that you're promoting, as long as it fits the criteria that we're talking about here. Okay. If you're a member of the 4%, if you're building your future, if you're doing whatever, think through this. You might not get it like right now, right? But the more you let it marinate in your head, the more things will start falling to pieces for you. And especially if you watch the entire launch unfold, in front of you, that you'll be able to put a lot of these pieces together and really help you, take your game to the next level as you grow and create your own movements. Okay. So look, 1,793 people on video 3. Most of these other guys here are somewhere between video 1 and video 2, okay? So I'm looking at my matrix here, okay? Out of these people, how many of them are have opted into the early bird list, okay? So I will take a look at that and see, okay? Let's take a look at that and see. Let's see here. We've got early bird. Okay. Let's see. Pull this up. Come on, computer. Okay. All right, so we've got, if you take a look at this here, yeah, I can probably share it. So we've got, look, we've got 641 right here. Okay, see this? 641 on Ecom Entrepreneur Early Bird, okay, as of right now, out of 1793 that got to video 3, okay? So I'm looking at my matrix here, and I'm like, okay, this is a, what is that, 17, let's pull up a calculator here. This is how I look at my stuff, okay? Calculator, drop it here. I'm like, all right. So we've got, what was that number? 641, right? 641 divided by 1793 equals, okay, 35.7%. So I have 35%, okay, 35%. 35% of people that are getting to video 3 are saying that, hey, I want to be on the early bird, put me on the early bird for the product release. Okay, is this a good or a bad thing, everybody? Okay. Okay, that's obviously a good thing. Can that be increased? Yeah, but when I look at my dashboard, right? As a promoter, when I look at my key indicators, okay, I can tell if I got like 2% of people opted in, I know this is probably not going to be a really good, a really good promotion, right? So now I have some data to work with, right? So when you're doing this kind of stuff, and I know that for complete beginners this might be like way over your head. I promise you it's not. Okay, don't think like this is too much for you, and all of a sudden because you think it's too much, then you're not going to do it. Guess what? If you don't understand this kind of stuff, you'll be crushed by your competition, you guys. You'll be crushed by. I'm just telling you the truth. You cannot operate like a regular affiliate. Regular affiliates don't look at this stuff. Regular affiliates are like, okay, how much traffic can I slam into this thing, and hopefully I make money. Hopefully, right? And they're always depending on the product. Okay, 35% is rock solid. I'm telling you, it's rock solid, considering the product price point, right? Now, here is something else that's really, really crazy, and this is a strategy that you might want to implement, which is this. Start filtering out people in whatever promotions that you're doing. Start filtering people, okay, or allow them to filter themselves, from curious to serious, okay? I'll share with you guys some stuff here. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll share with you some email open rates, and it's gonna blow your mind, okay? Check it out. This is why you want to understand your funnel, okay? Most people don't understand their funnels, and so they're like, okay, how come, I'm not getting the stuff that because all of these key, milestones, they're like knobs, right, on your dashboard. You can adjust them. You can tweak them. If one of them is broken, it doesn't mean that your entire funnel is broken. You can just tweak, the first one or the second one, or if you know your numbers, number 1, number 2 looks good, but number 3 needs a little bit tweaking, you know exactly where to go to tweak it. Make sense? Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna pull this up here. So, Ecom Entrepreneur, 4-part training series. Okay. All right. Let's see. Man, it shows some private information here, but let me see if I can share with you some numbers here. So, give you guys an example. Okay. Give you an example. Here is a breakdown. Okay. Here is a breakdown for video 1. Okay. This is video 1 right here. Okay. So when somebody opts in to this funnel from a landing page, right here, they're being sent to video 1. Okay. So they're getting an email saying, hey, this email right here, saying, hey, here's your link, go watch video 1, okay? And this email is pointing them here. So you want to track, okay? You want to track your engagement. Look, this is the email, okay? So there was 18,356 people so far that have that were sent that video 1 email, okay? Let me see if I can show an overlay. Oh, there you go. There's an email. Okay, see this email here? You just requested access to 4-part video series, blah, 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 blah. They can click here. So here it shows me, obviously, the tracking, where people are clicking, how many people clicked, etc., etc. Here's what I'm looking for. This is a dashboard, okay? What I'm looking for is this. How many people have opened, okay? So I've got a 46% total opens, and I've got 31% unique opens. This is the number I'm looking for, okay? Unique opens. So these are important numbers for me to see. Now, what else? Okay, when people go from video 1 to a day later to video 2, okay, let me see if I can pull that one up. Okay, I want to know how many of those people, okay, how many of those people, okay, where could I adjust? Okay, so this is video 2 right here. Okay, video 2. And again, keep in mind some of these numbers, about an hour ago or so, maybe about an hour or 2 hours ago, there was another probably 6,000 emails that were just sent to this queue. So this number is going to be skewed a little bit, and it's not going to reflect the accurate number because there was a whole bunch of emails that were just sent to this group of people as well. So this is video 2 right here, okay? Saying, hey, your second video is live, go watch it here, okay? Now look at these stats here. So we've got right now, as of this moment here, it says we're at 35% total open rates and 22% unique open rates. Okay, now this is hovering roughly about the same as video 1 by the time it all kind of evens out. Okay, by the time people get their emails and being overseas and check their emails, and open rates will increase because again, this is a live funnel. Okay, live working funnel. Does that make sense? Now, where is my opportunity here? Okay, so when I look at this, I can see, okay, I can do there's some work that I can now start optimizing, okay? What can I do? I can start optimizing my emails, okay? I can start creating maybe different headlines or different subject lines for my emails, and I can start working on this component number 2, okay? Understanding my funnel. Is this making sense, you guys? Okay, component number 2, this is where my milestones here and early indicators of success. Okay, so if I can increase, okay, makes sense? If I can increase my email open rate on these emails that are going out to people for video 1, video 2, and I can get more people to get to video 3, guess what? This number is looking really, really solid at 35%, right? From the video 3 to the early bird registration. If I can what if I can double my conversion rate here, or my email, or my people that gets pushed through this funnel here, okay? What if I can increase that, okay? Now, I'm not only going to, I'm not gonna just incrementally increase my conversions at the end. I'm going to multiply my conversions at the end. Okay, you guys with me? So right here, I'm literally showing you where I have, where I'm going to be focusing on, because this is a little lever that I need to work on and adjusting and see if I can beat that 35% email open rate. But you want to know what's really, really crazy, you guys? Let me show you this. Okay, let me show you this right here. When I go to my people that have opted into early bird, okay, let me see if we can pull that one up. Okay, that's what's cool about marketing, man, is you can be like that mad scientist, and if you know what to look for, you know where to pull your levers, you can really create something that's optimizable. And what I want to do is I want to create something that can be systematized, right? So check this out. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Okay. And again, this is going to be skewed a little bit as well, because there were emails, a whole bunch of emails just sent to these people as well. So these are the people that have gotten on the early bird list, okay? And when they did, a whole bunch of them got to video 3, and so a lot of people got there today. Look at this, all open rates here, 118%, okay? With nearly 70%, 69.32% of it being unique, okay? Look, you got 0 complainers, no complaints, no unsubscribes, okay? What happens here is you let the funnel do what it needs to do best. And if you have a funnel that you're creating, okay, you need to like think of machines, think of systems, think of like, you know, how, if you're gonna do the work once anyways, right? It's good to do the work once, understanding certain things so that you can tweak it, you can optimize it, you can polish it, and you can just let it run. So when I have this funnel that's gonna be polished, right? And I adjust those knobs and I get more people to the early bird, for example, right? Do you realize that I can have a machine that can run and I can apply the same tactics? And again, this is what I've been doing for the last, you know, for every product release, you know, and every product launch and every promotion. That's why I'm saying, you know, amateurs, you know, blend in and promote and try to, you know, their basic correlation is, okay, how much traffic versus how much money I've made. They got no idea what's inside, what's happening under the hood and how to adjust those knobs, because you can have the same amount of traffic coming in, provided it's a good traffic. You can literally, you know, multiply your conversions on the back end if you know what levers to pull, right? So me as an entrepreneur, I gotta understand what some of the skill sets that I need to get better at, make sense? To be able to pull those and tweak those knobs on the dashboard that will help me get the better results that I want, okay? Is your website platform providing the matrix tracking on your program and on your own? Jill, this is programming on our own, but we do like, we have like, I don't know if you're a member of the 4%, Jill, but if you're a member of the 4%, these are the kind of matrix that you'll be able to see in your advanced analytics that will be available to you guys very soon for every one of the funnels. That makes sense? So look, this is where most people fail, because most of these so-called entrepreneurs, they call themselves entrepreneurs, they got no idea, man, what it really, like how to really run it, you know what I mean? And so this is the invisible stuff. If you understand, okay, my email open rate is a little bit, you know, is a little bit low, dude. You need to hone on your what is it called, copywriting skills, right? If you can get better at copywriting, get more people to open your emails, learn how to write better headlines, learn how to write more persuasive or engaging emails, learn how to write emails in a way that people click more on your links, right? It's a skill. See what I'm saying? So you can identify where your gaps are and get good at them, or align yourself with somebody who's good at them, and you can optimize your stuff. Think in terms of, is this making sense? Okay. All right. So what I'm doing, okay, is I want to have a lot of people coming in. Create this machine, right? And I've done it before, you guys. I've done it when I was an affiliate promoting. Promoting Director of Ezine's Charlie Page's product, you know, on Clickbank. I had similar things happening there. I was an affiliate. I did not own the product. I never customer serviced the product, but I wanted to create this machine, and then I wanted to create a movement out of it, and then I created an entire business out of it. Does that make sense? I'll show you something else. Okay. Yes, makes sense. Okay, good. I'll show you something else here in a moment. Okay, so as this machine is working, you have people that are the most interested raising their hands, okay, and this is a key identifier. Now, what's my next key identifier going to be? Let me show you. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 right here, okay, is going to be how many people that get on the early bird, okay, how many of them will actually check an email, okay, and watch and get to the registration page, okay? How many of them will get to the registration page? And then how many of them will actually purchase, okay? See what I'm saying? Now, this is what's called a funnel. This is funnel matrix. So this right here, okay, that's my number 3, that's number 4. So these are my 5 key milestones, or 5 knobs, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, where my funnel could potentially break. Does that make sense, you guys? Where I can adjust my funnel. So if I'm getting great conversions here from number 4 to number 5, if my conversions are good here, okay, great. If I need some work on my perhaps landing pages, okay, I can either, you know, I can see my identifiers, right? So I can say, okay, either my landing pages are not really good, I can play with them. Or I need to take a look at my traffic. Maybe I need to adjust my traffic. Maybe I need to fish in a different pool, right? Maybe I need to advertise in a different place. Maybe if my conversion rate for the landing page is good, but my email open rate sucks. Well, okay, what can there be, okay? Maybe my autoresponder is not delivering my emails. Could that be a possibility? Sure, right? Maybe split test your autoresponder. Number two, okay, what about my copywriting skills? Do I write in a way that's persuasive? Okay, great, yes, no, maybe. See what I'm saying? So maybe from my email to my, maybe my product engagement or my funnel engagement is not there. Or maybe people don't really care about my thing. These are early, indicators that I can tweak and adjust. Okay. Now, what I want to walk you guys through as well is this, because I just said that whatever like this funnel is, okay, I can polish this out, which is exactly what I'm doing, okay? And you guys are, running this, you will, this is going to be beautiful. You guys will see it. This is going to be the most awesome funnel that we have ever created, the most powerful. However, okay, you making money here, okay, this is just the beginning of something great, because what I want to do is I want to create a movement. See what I'm saying? I want to do this, okay? I want to do this. You guys see this? I understand my milestones. As I go into number 7 here, okay, I want to create or introduce a whole new world beyond the product, okay? And I want to do that with or for the customers of my product, okay? So see what I'm saying? So what I'm doing here is I'm launching number 4, number 7, and number 1 and 2 go together, okay? So these things right here, okay, let's, number 1, number 2, number 4, these 3 will go together, and then number 7, okay, right here. Let's do that, okay? So these 3 or 4, they go together hand in hand. They're like colors over the rainbow, okay? Let me explain to you what I mean by this. So what I'm doing is I'm introducing a whole new idea to e-commerce, okay? A whole new idea to e-commerce. So this is an e-commerce space right here, okay? I don't know if there's 1 amp or 2 amps, doesn't matter. Okay, so somebody right here, okay? This person, let's just, let's see, let's do blue here, okay? Look, when my customer purchases a product, okay, that product needs to have a future. That product needs to have something that I can either create a whole new world with or around, okay, and really take that customer and really expand their thinking beyond just the product. Because what's the point of them getting the product? So identify. So think about it like this. Whatever product it is you're promoting, okay, whatever product it is you're promoting, why would somebody buy the product? Okay, what is the benefit of the product? That's the really important question here. If people are not just purchasing product because they want to purchase the product, man, no, right? So the benefit for this guy to get the product is what? Is to create, right? Is to build a successful e-commerce business. Okay, that's really the end. This is what he's entering the funnel for, okay? Because this message right here is what's being talked about on my landing page and vice versa. See what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that my message is congruent with the end result that the product will be delivering. All these steps are educational steps for him to really, do all these things that we're talking about on the list here. Okay? See what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain it in a way that would make sense to you. I know a lot of people will miss this. Okay, a lot of people will miss it. But check it out. The message on the landing page that I'm advertising to the crowd, okay, you want to make sure that you're attracting the right kind of crowd. If you're attracting a wrong crowd that could care less about this right here, okay, where my mouse is, okay, build successful e-commerce business, there is no future. These people are not the people that you really want in your business, because they're going to give you headaches. Okay, you don't want them. You want to make sure that there is a congruency and there is match, okay, for the product to the market, and then your entire funnel supports the message. Now, he's already getting here. Now the product is incredible. It will do everything that he's coming in there for, okay? Build a successful e-commerce business that has a future, that does not, keep you bondage to any one of the products. You're going to build your thing, okay? And then eventually one day, if you want to launch out a brand of your own, great. So he's going to be super happy, right? So he feels fulfilled. Now, my idea, you guys, right, is I want to introduce him to, and this is how you're going to create a movement beyond your wildest dreams. This is one of those things that is crazy. If you can pull it off, okay? If you can pull it off, this is going to be insane. You know, it's not going to be possible probably on every single product you're going to be promoting, but if you can identify that, oh my goodness, this is going to be so great, right? So check it out. You want to introduce a whole new world beyond the product. What do I mean by this? Well, if this guy right here, or this gal, this customer comes in, they can create their own e-commerce store, okay? And awesome. They can sell stuff, they'll make money, this is their thing. They're not, like, if they want to go to manufacture products, they will learn how to manufacture products, they'll learn how to, how to do all that, how to take a product from the concept. If you guys have watched those free videos, your mind is probably buzzing, and this is great. It's a totally different thing. So that's what he's going there for. However, here is the whole different world I'm going to introduce him to. Okay, check this out. Okay, industry. Okay, we talked about industry right here. So where is the industry? E-commerce is one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. In fact, I think it's number 3 according to that list that we just talked about, right? My philosophy is, hey, become independent, never depend on the product, be you, build you, okay? Throughout the entire message. Now, here's what happens, okay? Here is the real world. Here is the real world, okay? This is retail, okay? Retail is what? It's going down, okay? This customer right here, he just purchased my product, and yeah, he can do all this stuff, but guess what? I'm going to, and this is exactly what this e-commerce entrepreneur is going to do for him, is going to help him establish a very, very solid brand, very, very solid business in e-commerce by doing what he needs to do fundamentally, okay? However, as he is doing that, naturally he's going to make money, he's going to make sales, he's going to become great at it, right? Now, if he wanted to, here is another opportunity for him. What if he could go to a retail store, and these guys are struggling big time. They know that last year that, Cyber Monday surpassed sales for Black Friday, and this year is likely to be the same, right? And these guys are just dying right now. They have no clue. This is the huge other world that I can open up for this customer of my product, which is exactly what we're gonna do, right? He can go to this retail, and these guys got the money, but they see, they see the writing on the wall, right? And he can say, you know what? I'm gonna teach you how to take your stuff and put to the e-commerce, and I'm gonna help you create your own e-commerce, selling your stuff. So now this retailer, fine, you got your retail space, good, but you be smart to start transitioning your stuff on products, and he can become what's called a consultant. Okay? Now, immediately, what he do? He invested in a specialized knowledge, in a specialized, special knowledge, just like Napoleon Hill says, right? He said, what did he say? He said, general knowledge or general education will get you a job. Specialized knowledge will make you a fortune, right? I think Jim Rohn said that too. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So because he's getting a specialized knowledge here, now he can apply it in a different world if he wanted to, and he can go and start charging these guys, I don't know, 5K to 25K plus, okay, to work with these guys, okay, to help them get their stuff transitioned over to the e-commerce, okay? That's one way. Okay, great. Now, when he does that, look, what he can do is he can say, okay, you guys retails, of course, you need to have, an e-commerce store, so you need to have a platform, which is exactly what he's going to learn in the product that he purchased, right? Now, because he's their consultant, they will pay him the kind of money that he requests, because these guys, they have two options. They either transition or they die, pretty much it, or learn how to do it themselves. Most of them have no idea, no clue how to do it themselves. He automatically becomes a consultant expert to them, okay? It's a no-brainer, all right? So look, this is another world of him. Now, As a result, I'm always a big, huge, giant believer in multiple streams of income, you guys, right? Multiple streams of income. Every single time that you do anything, you should be thinking about, is there opportunity? Where is your opportunity for multiple streams of income? And I've been talking about this over and over again, right? Where it makes sense for you to unlock specific, symbiotic, complementary streams of income, always go for it, right? Engineer it in your promotions, engineer it in your system, engineer it in your business. So look, this guy right here, customer, let's call him John, right? Super popular. I guess I could call him Vic or something too. He goes to the retail and says, hey, retail, right, guys? You need to get these tools, Shopify. Okay? Shopify. Now, retail will get Shopify Plus account, okay, if he wants to do big business. Or maybe he just gets a standard Shopify account. Shopify, this guy now, John, can become an affiliate of Shopify, and the retailer will be getting Shopify anyways. It's like it's a platform, right? So John might as well give him his link, which is we're creating through the ecosystem of the 4%, that he will be able to do this to the retailer purchases, and Shopify pays John, $600 to $2,000 for every sale. Okay, boom. Okay, for every sale. Now, there could be some other tools, for example, maybe, small things, domains here and there, right? And he could do that. Now, does that make sense? Now, what if that retailer, what if they want to get multiple accounts? Or what if John lands several accounts? Okay. Now, what if John says, you know what? I'm gonna now become an affiliate. Okay. And I'm gonna recruit other people to get educated on this process. So I'm gonna send them through this funnel from the 4%, right? And John becomes an affiliate of this funnel right here. See what I'm saying? Now he's opening up a whole yet other world, potentially, okay? And now he wants to create an army, okay? Now he wants to he creates a team of people, and he's like, hey guys, you all go to this funnel here, you all go through this product. I don't have the time to teach you because I'm running my own business, okay? I'm running my own business, I am busy, I am taking care of my clients, but I want to leverage, I want to scale. You see what I'm saying? What you do is John, being smart that he is going to start introducing other people, okay, to this concept. And then the way he created his consultancy is that he can take these as juniors, or they can work with him, or he can create a consultancy, and now he can leverage himself if he wanted to. Are you guys with me? Now, what we could do is we could expand this even further. I want you to start thinking bigger. I want you to start thinking that, you know what, ideas is everything, but ideas executed upon is everything. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing here is I'm doing this, okay? I'm following my 7 key ingredients to ultimate power. If you can do this, do you see how this can come together in a really powerful way? Sharon Curtis is saying unreal. Okay, you guys see this? You see how all of these kind of come together, right? We've got the industry, we've got your certainty. Again, have a philosophy. If you're thinking your philosophy could be like, hey, I'm just like another affiliate, or your philosophy is going to be, you know what? I want to be the best on my topic. I want to like, our philosophy is I don't want to teach you like how to become an affiliate and promoting affiliate products. Who cares, man? There's hundreds of thousands of them out there. I want to help our people. I want to teach you in the 4% how to become a real entrepreneur, that you can stand on your own 2 feet, never depend on anybody. You understand what most people will never understand. And most importantly, you run the way you run your business. Now, here's the thing. If you're just getting started, right? If you're in the 4%, we allow you to leverage the systems. However, the reason we introduced the E-Stage technology is that so you can have your own hub. So imagine you talking about these ideas and talking about this stuff on your hub, and you start building your own tribe, your own movement. See what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you right now, my friends, is you can apply all of these ingredients, and you can strategically engineer your promotions, even promoting somebody else's product, okay? and you can win big, and you can position yourself so that you're making the difference. You can be the John, or you can teach Johns, okay, how to do this kind of stuff. And you can launch your movement, you can have a lot of fun, and position yourself for ultimate success moving forward, okay? I can be talking to you here for another 5 hours, but I gotta go. We've been here for what, about an hour and a half right now? Be the best, Sharon Curtis, that's right. Does this make sense, everybody? What questions do you have for me? Every Monday, we're gonna be streaming on this channel, obviously free. Feel free to join us. Feel free to spread the word, invite your people here, and Amazon bought Whole Foods. Yeah, David Carrillo, they did. JL says, mine just expanded. Appreciate, okay, that's good, that's good. I wanna get your mind stretched a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Mind blowing, Marla. So you guys, look, a lot of people, most of the affiliates out there, okay, they're just thinking very linear. They're thinking very, very shallow, like from just being an affiliate and being a drop shipper. In my opinion, this is the same thing. You can make a few bucks here and there. You can make you can even make some good money, but is there a future? Is there, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, is there? I want to create systems. I want to create leverage. I want to build something that would help me become independent from anything. Products, companies, learn how to build you. The best way you can go about it. Now, second thing is this. Good stuff. Working hard to be the best. That's right, George. Okay. Okay, look, if you have questions, feel free to ask me the questions. Okay, next level training, Pete, yeah, good, man. So what I'm saying to you, okay, is, okay, if you're just an affiliate getting started, look, if you would like to learn this kind of stuff, be able to participate in these kind of launches, if you want to be in where the action is at, you know what I mean? If you want to get the knowledge firsthand, watch it, be a part of it, learn it, apply it, have the systems, have the tools, have the leverage, everything is there for you. All you have to do is take action and apply what you're learning. And if you want to be taught how to do this kind of stuff, 4% is your place. Okay? I'm going to just going to tell you right now, I'm looking you in the eye, I'm going to tell you, if you're not a member of the 4%, we would love to welcome you as a member of the 4%, because you can run with us on this. This is the information that we're putting out there. And we're teaching you how to become independent. Not an affiliate, but a true, real entrepreneur, to where you can write your own ticket in life. You know what I mean? It's really, 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 really exciting stuff. It's a really exciting world when you really understand it. What questions do you have for me? Yes, good night to everyone. Good night, Barbara. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Good night. Creating a brand for yourself is great, but how much investment has to be to manufacture these products? It will not be cheap, even for one product. That's a great question, Daniel. So Daniel is saying, how much, like, building a brand is awesome. The way that Shubham is teaching in this training, he teaches you how to create really, really, really fast momentum, how you can make sales before you even go out there and mass produce your product. So you can get yourself what's called a sample, full design sample product, create a big buzz around it, create a promotion, create a campaign around it, okay, and then start fulfilling the products immediately. As soon, again, there is a formula he walks you through, just like there was a formula for launching out a digital promotion here, like I walked you through. There are some key indicators, and you will know if your idea is great, is going to be received greatly in the marketplace or not, very, very early. So you have very, very minimum money that you have to play with to really see if it's going to be a good idea or not. See what I'm saying? Great question, Daniel. Thank you, Vic. I don't know what my questions are. I will have to watch this again to understand what I don't know. Okay, a lot of information at the time. Okay, D, okay, no problem. Yeah, you can watch it. We need a result to be consultant. How to get the results and authority? How do we get that authority as a consultant the fastest way? The fastest way you get the results and authority before you can become a consultant is to create your own thing. You know what I mean? Follow what the training is going to teach you. Proof is in the pudding right here. You created it, and obviously there is, you have access to Shubham as well. I assume you're asking about e-com entrepreneur. You will becoming a consultant is not going to be look, there's a lot of consultants, there's a lot of gurus, a lot of teachers out there right now. Everybody's like regurgitating information. You don't want to play that game. Guys, you don't want to play the game. You want to be authentic. You want to be solid. You know what I mean? Like, here's the best way. You will become a consultant. You'll be able to get your consultancy, stamp and seal as a byproduct, as a default of what you do as an e-commerce entrepreneur. Does that make sense? It's going to be a seamless process. Let other people be pretenders. You don't want to be a pretender, okay? You want to be solid. Okay, let's see. Vic, what if I have a movement that I want to launch, vision, and send out, but I could use some help masterminding it together? Jay Hickman, dude, when you're talking about mastermind, it's always, I'm a big advocate for mastermind groups, huge. Like, I go to mastermind groups, I pay big money to be a part of mastermind groups, because my motto is this: one idea can help you, can change everything for you, one idea. So definitely in on that with you. Love masterminds. I think it'll be great if you can do it. Would you redo the training on Facebook posting since you were not able to the last training? Tony, I assume you're talking about Operation 100K. Yes, I will be circling back to that. I'm not going to leave any stone unturned in that one. Let's see, this is only the third full day I have been a driver again, and so my ass is kicked. Mine said, Vic, don't want you to do it anymore. Great, man. Go run with it. Okay, looks like I see. Can we have affiliate funnel optimized for SEO? Mahmoud, yes, you will be. Yeah, you will have a funnel for SEO. E-Stage is going to be perfect for that one. Acting in these ideas. Okay. All right. Awesome. I don't see a whole lot of other questions here. A lot of comments. Looks like you guys are getting this. Some of you guys have had this problem, like woo, 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 right? That's a good thing. Look, if you're a part of the 4%, if you're part of the 4% family, you are in the right place. We're doing this kind of stuff, right? And you're right there where the action is at, right? You're able to run with us. It's going to be great. Hopefully you got an idea or two. Let it marinate in your head. Don't get distracted by, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of smoke out there in the industry. Focus on one thing. Focus on how do you build your future. You know what I mean? If what you're doing right now doesn't give you an opportunity to build a future that you control, not somebody else controls it, you control, and you are building confidence and skill sets that will allow you to rebuild it if you needed to, without anybody's help, you're on the right track. If not, you're on the wrong track. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a great night. Appreciate you all. That's it. Hopefully, again, you got a nugget or two. If you want to rewatch it, I'll leave the replay here for a few more days, and feel free. Okay? I'll see you guys again back here, hopefully again next Monday. We'll pick another topic. We'll talk about something else that's meaningful, and again, that has a potential to help you generate $1 million in your business doing what you love to do. Appreciate you. God bless. See you next time.